Qween!
I loved, when I first went to Dreamgirls, I really was very impressed with how trained the children were. It was an audience of all young people, and all these kids were there with their dollars, ready to go, loving every moment. And then I was like, well, look at this. Drag is really getting a new audience. I mean, that was years ago when I first went, but it's that kind of great live show where people come and can experience it. And then for the queens who are doing it, I mean, that must have been an incredible boot camp for you through the years.
You know, it was, and I tell people that I use that term boot camp because it was a training ground for me to realize that if you're performing and people are paying to see you, it's not really the place to be drunk. It's not really, and we're in a bar, so you're going to cocktail.
Well, you can have a cocktail, but you still have to bring it.
But you have to control yourself. It's not the place for everyone to see you doing drugs.
No.
I do all my drugs in private.
But of course.
All my drugs.
But of course.
This is not the place. It's not the place to like take out your anger, your aggressions, or whatever, because people are coming to kind of get rid of all of that for themselves. So if you're bringing it to them, then it just amplifies their problems.
Yeah.
So it is a training ground for that. But the game has really changed because now with Drag Race, I mean, people can get a drag show essentially in their living room.
Yeah.
So now it's a different game because many times people come to the shows and they're like, who from Drag Race do you have on? Who's performing from Drag Race? And you're like, well, there's nobody from Drag Race. It's all these great local entertainers who built this show. And many times people are like, you know, I'll come as long as so-and-so is there.
Right.
Or they'll message and they'll go, they'll message me on Facebook. Well, who from Drag Race is in the show on Tuesday? Well, it doesn't matter because the show should hold itself.
Right.
Now, clearly people have their favorite performers.
Of course.
But at the same time, it's a different game, so we all have to, you know, up our pussy.
Bring it.
Essentially.
Step your pussy
Bring it.
up.
Or else you'll get or you'll get left behind.
Yeah, and you never know, audiences, which person is performing in the local show that will soon to be your favorite on Drag Race.
And it
so
happens.
don't count out your favorite local queens.
And it happens. You know, we're lucky at Dreamgirls. Our cast boasts nationally the most entertainers in a given cast that's been on RuPaul's Drag Race.
I mean, yeah.
So we're lucky.
It's star-studded, regardless.
Yeah, we're lucky.
What's some of the craziest Dreamgirls stories that you have?
Oh, God. Crazy Dreamgirl stories. I can remember there was a night that one entertainer got very frustrated in Costa Mesa, Laguna Beach. We had our venue at Laguna Beach. And it was called the Boom Boom Room. And you remember the Boom?
I remember.
And it was essentially the bar, and then it was attached to, or a hotel was attached that went down to the beach. So they would allow us to stay there, and you could party after. And this is, you know, during my girlhood among the outlaws.
But of course.
And anyway, we were doing the show, and we were doing a fundraiser for one of the girls that was not in a good way.
Right.
And there was somebody, while they were tipping and there was money on the stage and we were doing the closing, there was somebody putting their foot out and pulling money in.
Oh!
And this lady puts it in her purse, and we were on a table about so high, and we're doing our closing number, and I'm watching, and I'm like, she's stealing money. And they're like, oh, yeah, girl. I'm like, no, she's stealing money. And Chad and another entertainer, LaDonna Monroe, flew off the stage and chased the bitch down the street in drag to get that money back. And she, of course, was like, oh, no, I was holding it for you guys. I was going to hold it for you because I wanted to make sure it was all facing the right way. And, yeah.
I bet that
queens
bitch got
will go in.
Beat down that night.
You know plenty of queens that'll go in. You don't play with money.
That's rent money,
especially
bitch.
when it's donated. It was donated. It was
and you worked for it.
It was somebody that was really bad off that needed that money. And I thought, you're going to steal at a benefit show.
How
Ain't that about a bitch?
Dare. How
Ain't that about a bitch?